Well, good morning. It is only 6:01, but the morning commute looks as though it's in much better shape than the drive home was last night for thousands of motorists using Highway 99 in Delta. The highway was reopened to southbound traffic at around 9 o'clock last night. The move came after engineers checked out the Ladner Trunk Road overpass, patching it up with some wooden boards. A truck crashed into the overpass at around 2:30 in the afternoon. Drivers were forced into long delays as the highway was backed up for about 7 hours. UBC is posting security guards at all 6 of its student residences after dark and asking for even greater vigilance. The move comes after news the RCMP is now investigating 6 sexual assaults on campus. That is up from the original 3. The latest incident happened this past weekend in the early hours of Sunday morning. Police say a young woman walking alone from Gage Hall on Student Union Boulevard was grabbed from behind. She flailed her arms and the attacker ran away. The latest assault happened despite increased security on campus. Investigators say 2 other attacks, which occurred in the spring, also appear to be linked to the same suspect. Police have a description of the suspect, but they can't say if he may be a student or lives on campus.
We're still in the process of trying to develop a profile of this suspect. We're not eliminating anything. It would be premature to comment directly on that, other than to say we have geographic profilers, we have criminal psychologists, we have a menu list of professionals that are assisting us.
UBC is setting up a volunteer-based escort service for students living on campus. Anyone who has information is asked to call the RCMP's tip lines. British Columbians want more options for where they can purchase alcohol. That's the big takeaway from a provincial review of liquor reform. Greg Harper is live in Vancouver this morning with more on that. Greg.
Good morning, Kyle. Yeah, just outside the BC Liquor Store on Cambie Street in Vancouver. There's over 200 of these throughout our province. Of course, there's cold beer and wine stores as well. Still, many British Columbians think buying alcohol in our province can be a lot more convenient. There's lots of ideas and opinions that are being shared on a website that was launched by the provincial government a few months back. And since this liquor policy review website was launched, 80% of those who have provided feedback support the idea of selling wine and beer at supermarkets. So the province will now explore that option.
Recognizing British Columbians want convenience, want access that they see other citizens in other jurisdictions have, whether it's in other parts of Canada or elsewhere. But we also have heard that we also need to take a cautionary approach in regards to the public safety and health and access to minors perspective. So we're trying to strike a balance.
So consultation on this will end midnight tomorrow. So if you have a thought, an opinion, best to give that now. You can do that at gov.bc.ca/liquor policy review. There's going to be a final report that's done on liquor reform, and that'll be done by the end of November. Kyle?
Thanks for that. Greg Harper reporting live this morning in Vancouver. Police in Victoria are crediting the residents of one neighborhood with helping them to bust a large drug and stolen property ring. Victoria Police showed off some of the items seized in their operation. The assortment includes a crossbow, high-end bicycles, kegs of beer, cash, a money counter, and a variety of drugs. It's more than what police had expected, but not a surprise to people who live in the neighborhood. The bust has also resulted in 8 people being taken into custody. It will likely be early next week before 3 embattled senators will know if they'll be kicked out of the upper chamber. It appears Monday will be the earliest the Senate will vote on a motion to suspend Senators Mike Duffy, Pamela Wallin, and Patrick Brazeau. The 3 were each named to the Senate by Prime Minister Harper. They're all under investigation for filing bogus expense claims. Harper says Duffy should be turfed from the Senate because he did not tell the truth about his actions and showed no regret.
The Prime Minister therefore sees nothing wrong with using the money of the Conservative Party to reimburse the legal expenses of someone he says has broken the law. That's the ethics of the Prime Minister, duly noted.
Sports now, the 100-day countdown is on to the Winter Olympics in Sochi, Russia. A huge celebration was held in Sochi's Central Square to mark the 100-day countdown. Volunteers formed the number 100 on the grounds of Sochi's Olympic Park, and thousands of kilometers to the north, an icebreaker projected a sign reading 100 days to the Games onto the Arctic ice. Russia continues to race to finish preparations for the Games, which are already the most expensive in Olympics history, with $50 billion being spent.